1 minute until showtime.
Yay! One more time. Hey, that's perfect. Worked out great.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, from the world's most famous beach, from where beach racing began, it's the Legends of Racing radio show. Live from racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill in Ponce Inlet, Florida. The Legends of Racing radio show. And your host, Buzz McKim.
Whoa! Hey. Let's see. It's party time. Let's get this thing going here. And we got Rich Combs here today.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, too. I'm telling you. And we got a guest that's, I just can't imagine what he's going to say.
It should be very interesting.
It's going to be an excitement. It's going to be adventure.
Yep.
But it's going to be fun.
And will it be the truth?
Well, that's what I'm saying, the excitement and adventure, you know?
Should work out very well, I'm sure. Yeah, normally Bill is on the other side of the camera asking questions, but we've got him up here today because I know he's got a heck of a history in stock car racing. And we thought, everybody's got a story to tell. It's about time we get Bill's story. So I think it's going to work out real well. Mr. Bill Kushin, everybody.
Hey, Bill.
Well, first of all, it's such an honor to be here with you two guys. You have a star of your own up there, so both of you, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
It's our pleasure.
Well, I can tell you that stock car racing has been part of the blood for a long time. When I was a kid, my neighbor took me to a place called Century Stadium up in Massachusetts, and they raced midgets. And I was probably 8 or 9 or 10 years old, and I was really impressed with the noise that they made. So I think I got that in my blood way back. And then the first that I can recall being partly involved is two of my friends, which live in Edgewater now, along with one fellow that's since passed away. They got a 46 or 48 Ford sedan and made a novice race car out of it to race at Riverside Park. And, of course, I wasn't old enough to even get into the pits or anything, but it's real easy to catch the bug about racing. And later on, I worked for some people that are no longer with us. Bud, you might have heard the name. I worked at a gas station, like we all did as kids.
Oh, sure.
And the fellow owned it was Jimmy Whipple.
Uh-huh.
And he drove number 96 at Riverside, and Whip has passed on, and his son is still around. So the legend of Whip lives. And the funny part there is that with an Atlanta gas station, so he needed some paint to paint his cars and the truck. So, Atlanta gave him blue paint and red paint and white paint. And if you mix them together, you get maroon.
Oh, okay.
So it affectionately has been known as Whipple Maroon for years.
Is that right?
And that's what his car was. And the best story I can tell you about Whip is the Eastern States Exposition in West Springfield had a racetrack, and they only used it once a year during the Big E. So he and a guy that was in the car business, they got him a 56 Ford convertible because convertibles could run. And they were going into the late model race, and the car was yellow, of all things.
Oh, my.
And my memory is it didn't go well, but it didn't go bad. But the funny story is they parked it, and a year later they decided to do it again. So, they got it out and washed it up and made sure it had gas in it. And when he went out to practice, all the leaves came out of the back of the car because it had been sitting. And then as the time went on, I went to the Army for a while, came back, and I got a job at another garage where this guy, Billy Gurney, who might have heard that name, he was semi-famous. He's the guy that ran into Bill Wimble.
Oh, really?
That ended Bill Wimble's career.
Okay, we remember Bill Wimble.
Yep, that was out Lebanon Valley. But he drove at Riverside for a long time, car number 52. And the best part about it was, and Rich, you'll like this part, it was a Ford.
Okay, good.
And they ran Ford motors and everything. And Billy later got tied up with Smith & Son Jewelers that had cars for years. And that relationship lasted for a while, and then it fizzled like anything else. Billy went on to run Lebanon Valley, and Smith & Son wasn't interested in Lebanon Valley, so that leads me to the next part of it. Smith & Son wound up with a fellow named Freddie Rosner that just passed away, and Freddie was the first winner of the NASCAR Mechanic of the Year type award.
Really?
Because he was the mechanic for Renee Charland.
Oh, boy. Yeah, the champ.
The champ.
Yeah.
And Rainey was from Agawam, Mass., where my home is now up north. And he walked around with a little cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he really was the champ. He was the NASCAR sportsman champion for 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
And you would go to a track and they ran modifieds and they ran sportsmen. A lot of times the sportsmen were faster than that because they handled well.
Oh, really?
And they ran asphalt and dirt with the same car. And there was no such thing as having a stable of cars.
Yeah, really?
You know, you put the mesh over the window or the grill and put the dirt tires on, and you were a dirt car.
Yeah, that's right.
And Renee was quite the character, known far and wide. He was part of the Eastern Bandits.
Oh, yeah.
With Eddie Flemke and stuff, and they would go down south and cherry pick and win races and take the money and run. So
Flemke was tough.
Oh, Eddie was he was a star in his own right, and I have to tell you a semi-true story because my memory fades a little bit. Albany Saratoga Speedway, Malta, New York. You remember that one? When it first opened up, it was asphalt.
What was it?
Yeah, and we went up there to run with a Riverside 301 motor, which for you mechanic guys, that's a 283 punched out to 301.
I thought it was a 302 at that point.
No, 301.
Okay.
And we ran up there with a 4-barrel carburetor on, because with NASCAR you could. And by God, we were doing very well, running the inside groove.
Really?
Except at the very end, Eddie Flemke passed us on the outside to win.
Is that right?
That's what my memory tells
I'll
me.
be darned.
Okay.
I'm sure the record book would show that.
Yeah. Yeah, that Malta, New York was part of the Northern Tour.
Yes,
that
it was.
NASCAR used to take with the Cup cars in the summer.
Yep, and then for some strange reason, somewhere along the line, the promoter decided to bring in a whole fleet of dump trucks and made it a dirt track.
Oh, geez. That didn't work out?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not a dirt guy. I thought the farmers planted crops on it.
Then you get the other side of the coin, you know, where everybody loves dirt.
Yeah, there are people that are into dirt racing, which you know, you respect them. You've had a lot of guests on that run dirt.
Yep.
I never could understand that you had to turn right to go left.
Yeah.
But and I have to tell you a story about that if you want to listen.
Yeah, sure.
The guy that I'm tied up with now is a guy named Tom Fern. You've heard me mention that name quite a few times. Tom, he says he's retired now. I guess next month will show, but he decided to go to Lebanon Valley with his car quite a few years ago. And the car was a good car. It was like a pro stock, but they made him run a novice class.
Really?
For some strange reason. Well, long story short, he won.
He did?
Yes, he
I'll be
did.
darned.
So he's been persona non grata at Lebanon Valley for years. We always kid him that he's not allowed to go there anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
But those are the kind of things. But I have to tell you, my big break, if you want to call it that, in racing was my mentor, a guy named Jerry Humiston. Jerry was the track champion at several New England tracks through the years. Some at Riverside Park, of course, you know.
Oh, sure.
Do you remember Millers Falls
Nope.
and Lewenberg?
Nope.
Well, those were little small tracks, and of course they're all gone now.
Yeah.
But when he was younger, he would go and run all these tracks. Well, we got involved with my good friend Bob Friedman, who was down in Edgewater, and Tommy Music down there. And Jerry was going to college to be an engineer. And he had a garage, a couple of garages together, because he had a print shop. He used to print programs and menus and stuff, and that's how he paid his way through. But he was also a champion race car driver. Well, I didn't like to get my hands dirty with greasy stuff, so I was a body man type thing. So I became the body man on the car.
Really?
And, you know, a little Bondo here and a little Bondo there makes the car look good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I actually got the supplier for all the paint and Bondo to give it to us for free.
Really?
And we put his name on the car.
Well, that's only fair.
And I can remember this very on the back fender on the right on a 37 Chevy. It said Clement Paint. And nobody had sponsors like that, you know, with Joe's gas station or something. But we beat them to it, and we had a good-looking car. It was red, gold wheels, Nerf bar stuff.
Oh,
and,
boy.
Everything on that car was engineered because Jerry was an engineer. And we went far and wide with that car. You know, we went, like I said, Malta, and we were a regular at Utica Rome Speedway.
Oh, were you?
I think we finished in the top 3 or 4 in points. We used to change an engine, put a 327 in, and found out, by God, that 301 will run with these guys.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And
Now, was Richie Evans running Utica Rome back then?
no, this was before Richie's time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they had a lot of good runners that would run. Obviously, they had Flemke era and the Rainey Charland era.
Yeah.
But New York is a whole separate, you know, there must be like a Berlin Wall between Massachusetts and New York because they have a lot of dirt tracks out there. And those guys, like I said, they run the same car and just can convert from dirt to asphalt in a heartbeat.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And, but, you know, a lot of those guys, Richie Evans you mentioned, they were running for championships, and obviously he was the champion for many years.
Oh, sure.
But we also had a guy at Riverside Park named Reggie Ruggiero.
Oh, my gosh. He was awesome.
Yes, and Reggie finished runner-up 7 times in the national championship.
Oh, jeez.
And
7 times.
And if you watch the video that's on YouTube of Reggie, he works, he's in North Carolina now. He works for one of the Cup cars. I think he's a fabricator or an assembler or something. But when Reggie came to town and raced, you almost put your money on him if he was a horse race. But that leads me to another cute story. Shauna Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Shauna?
Oh,
We
yeah.
sure do.
Wonderful girl, very nice. And I could tell you 2 stories about her. But she came to Riverside Park on a tour for, you know, against drugs and stuff like that. And she took Bruce D'Alessandro's car. And Reggie went out and he let her go by. And they ran like a 10-lap race. And I asked Reggie after, how come, you know, did that? Well, he said, I didn't want her to run into me. But I want to tell you, she turned some wicked times.
Is that right?
But here's part 2 of that story. I worked the police department part-time in that town. So they wanted somebody to walk around the Midway with Shauna. And I was low man on a totem pole. I remember the captain pointing to me and saying, and I got to walk around with her. And then, because of my good friend Bob Friedman, we had pit pass at the Daytona, and I walked up to her, and she had the Polaroid car.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I go, hi, Shauna. And she looked at me like, well, where have I seen this guy? And I got kind of an unusual voice, in case you didn't notice. And I said, well, I had my blue uniform on and stuff. And got to see her. And then a few months later, they had a bush race at Hickory Speedway where Bob was the promoter and director and everything. and I saw her there. She says, "Are you stalking me?" But she was a wonderful thing. And if you remember, when you had Mike Wallace on the phone, and I asked a question, and I said the word Shauna,
Yeah.
and he immediately said, "I never touched her."
Yeah.
Because she got the pole at Daytona,
Uh-huh.
and he made the remark, "She'll never make the first lap." And she didn't. He dumped her.
Oh, no.
And they showed that replay on TV a million times. And, he attributed to took the air off the spoiler and all this kind of stuff. Well, you don't do that on the first lap.
No. No, that's not kosher
But
at all.
but if you remember, he immediately knew
Yeah.
where I was going down the road with that.
Yep.
That's
But
right.
but you run into those kind of people and those kind of stories wherever you go. And Tommy Fern has opened the door to a lot of people to come because so many people know him. When they come to Stafford, just like Teddy Christopher was the guy to go
boy.
see.
Yeah.
The funny story about Teddy that you probably heard or didn't know, Teddy had the knock-knock rule.
Oh, what's that?
If he was behind you and you weren't quite in keeping in your lane, as they say,
Right.
knock knock. And you might have got knock twice, and the third time you weren't going to be there much longer. But
He'd take you out. Huh?
Yeah.
And Teddy's favorite saying is when he got interviewed by somebody about making friends or something. And Teddy's favorite line: "If I wanted to make friends, I would have went to summer camp."
That's a good one.
So you stop and think of it.
That's funny.
There aren't any friends. And I asked Jeff Bodine when he was here one time a question. I asked about him running at Stafford. Did anybody give him any pointers and this, that? And he said, well, I was there to win, and they weren't interested in telling me how to do it. And
that's funny. So no friends out there.
I don't think you have any friends in racing. You might have acquaintances. And there again, my guy Tommy, he comes prepared.
Yep.
So if somebody needs a clutch or a transmission or a gizmo or a gadget,
Yeah. But he's there.
Tommy will give it to him.
I'll be
They're
darned.
right.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Bill Kushin, everybody.
Hey!
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. At Beach Boys Embroidery and Tees, it's all about making you happy. Beach Boys Embroidery can customize your athletic golf apparel, caps, hats, badges, buttons, magnets, backpacks, bags, totes, clocks, watches, and of course, T-shirts. Sure, they're at 2033 South Ridgewood Avenue in South Daytona, and they're waiting for you to call now. 386-255-5880. Beach Boys Embroidery and Tees. Let Aloha Marine get you on the water with huge discounts on great brands like Bayliner, Carolina Skiff, Hurricane, Key West, and Regal. Pay as little as $169 a month with 10% down and approved credit. Don't wait. Get to Aloha Marine, 1700 North Nova Road, Holly Hill, Monday through Saturday. 47 years and always better than boat show prices. We're back from where it all began, racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim.
Thank you, everybody. Do appreciate that. And got Rich Combs here today, too. And thanks to everybody out there looking in. We appreciate you taking the time to see what we're doing. Got Bill Kushin here to do today, and we're talking about New England and New York. And the wall that separates the two.
Well, Bill talks a lot about the Northern Tour, the Northern states. He usually says, I'm from the Northeast, as if nobody knows.
Yeah,
right?
Right. Exactly.
But he's pretty well traveled up and down the East Coast, and he knows all of the racing, and I think he's going to start bringing that down in just a moment. The other thing is Bill's a hot rodder of sorts.
Oh,
yeah. He's not just a race fan. I think I want to hear some of that stuff, too.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Well, he's got the most gorgeous 67. 66 Fairlane, which was a gorgeous car.
With
anyway.
a 390, very rare.
Yes. Yeah, gorgeous car.
Well, I can go from top to bottom of places because we ran Oxford Speedway, which is way up in Maine.
Oh, really? Oxford. I'll
Yep,
be darned.
Oxford Plains up that way, and there was a race guy that won a lot of stuff named Ed Patno.
Oh, yeah, I remember Ed Patno.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, Ed Patno went down the front stretch and the throttle stuck, and he put the clutch in, and the clutch blew up, and there was no scatter
Oh.
shield.
Holy cow.
I wound up going to the hospital with Ed Patno,
Is that right?
and Ed was a big, tall, golden guy, tan and everything up, and they were all lady doctors in that little hospital, and they told him, take off your. He wasn't too crazy about it, but he had a lot of shrapnel in him. And,
Oh, my gosh.
from that day on, I would stop at a used car lot, and I was always welcome there because, I took the time to go to hospital with them. But there was other speedways in New Hampshire. I had a friend that I grew up with named Freddie Perfumi,
Oh, really?
and Larry Sherrill. They wound up buying Monadnock Speedway,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and I learned to drive on Freddie Perfumi's family pig farm.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not. And so the love for cars, and Rich mentioned I do have a '66 Ford Fairlane that I've had for I don't know, 10 plus years, and it's a bottomless pit like a race car. I just got done doing about $1,500 worth of work on it to make it better. My preview will be at the car show tomorrow at the Speedway.
Oh, good. Okay.
And hopefully it'll be there, all right, and everything. And I also, I have a '65 Ford Mustang
Do you?
that's unusual. It's red on red that I bought at the Villages. And a woman had it, bought it from a family that spent a ton of money on it. And it's very unusual to be red on red.
Yeah.
And that's up north right now. My son-in-law just put power steering in it,
Oh, no kidding.
so it drives really nice now, and a few other things.
Is it a 6?
It is. It's a 6-cylinder automatic. It didn't have power steering until now.
Right.
But if you remember when Lee Iacocca came out with those cars, it was a hurry-up thing.
Oh, sure.
So most of the parts, you look in a Falcon book, and it's
Same thing.
it's the same thing. And it has 13-inch tires with 4 lugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And you know how it is to find tires for that car?
Oh, really?
You can find trailer tires that are like 12 ply that you couldn't even drill a hole in them. They're so hard.
There's no market for 13-inch tires. He's exactly right.
Yeah.
And when you're doing reconstruction on older cars and you're wanting to get it right,
Yep.
stock, you can't find them. The one group that sells them, Pep Boys.
Oh, Pep
You want
Boys.
Really?
13-inch tires, Pep Boys. got 'em.
I'll have to
No
look at
kidding.
that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Corky Coker.
Well, right,
Yeah.
right. But his tires are like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Corky wants $200 apiece. Pep
Sure.
Boys wants $35.
That's
Yeah.
a lot better. A lot better.
And then I also have I have a 1984 Corvette
Really?
that I tell Olin it's my token Chevrolet. I've seen it. I'm a Ford guy, but I've had that car since 1991. My wife bought it for me to divert a midlife crisis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice of her.
Yeah, and I've had it ever since.
Does it run pretty good?
It runs wonderful. It's only got not quite 48,000 miles on it.
Wow. No kidding.
And I'm only the second person because the person I bought it from General Motors. It was an untitled car,
Huh.
Okay.
and it's great. I mean, back then I got it in 1991, and you'd go to car shows, and people would recognize it's the new style. Of course, it's not the new style any longer.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
I don't know what they're thinking it, but they're trying to look like Lamborghinis or something.
That's right.
And all I know is they cost a lot of money, make a lot of noise.
Yep. And
And
the speed limit is still 65
Yep.
or 70.
Yep. And, I have this cane. The only problem I have with the Corvette, not getting in, getting out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'd be better off if you could get a couple people to tip the car over and have me fall out of it than to trying to get out of it. And my wife refers to it as a little black coffin.
Oh, black coffin.
She does not like the car.
Oh, my God. Even though she bought it for you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I told her that it was going to go up in value. And every once in a while she looked at me, well, what's the value now? And I said, well, it's not quite there yet. And And Rich,
you're right.
you probably heard that.
Yeah.
You know, and Colleen,
Yeah.
it's you're buying what, and how much is that going to be? And you know,
I go through that all the time. Yeah.
and it just is. So your love for cars translates into race cars, but I want to drive on a nice day like today. I want to drive my hot rod.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You know, and,
Well, we all do. And, you know, the problem you're talking about, at that time span, Corvette was trying to have a low seal height so they could lower the car. And guess what? It's got better handling because you change the center of gravity in your weight movement. But they never thought about anybody past 25 years old was going to ever have to get in one.
yeah. And mine has that K51 handling package.
Yeah.
And you can go down the road and say, hey, turn here, and you could turn the wheel, and the car sticks.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They're good.
Just amazing. The only feature this car doesn't have, and if you read the lore of that first year of that Corvette, they had trouble with the door locks being automatic door locks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So my car did not have automatic door locks. But it's got Dolby sound. It's got K51 handling package.
Jeez.
Z51.
Yeah, and you know you can get all this, but I don't have electric door locks. So if I want to lock the doors, I gotta.
Yeah.
But it's a nice car. I had the windows tinted up in Holly Hill.
Oh, did you?
The guy is still there. He's the guy that sells all the sports cars. And he
Oh,
had-
yeah, sure.
You know, when you go up that way into Ormond and stuff.
Right.
He did that car in 1991, and those tinted windows are just as good and
Good
Wow.
deal.
as what they are.
I'll be darned. That's quality.
And it even has a rear window heater, which
Is
is
that right?
unusual. But I was going to finish up on my story about going different places. We did go different places and survived and did all right. You know, Rainey Charlene went different places all the time, and he won constantly.
Yeah.
But you had work to do, and Freddie Rosby used to call me up, and you know, you worked for food and gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And say, you know, get your butt down here and stuff. And the cute story I can tell you about that, and I have a picture of it to prove. On the race cars that I painted and stuff, we would put "Body by Kush."
Ah.
All right.
There you
And,
go.
and Jerry Humanson's car had a little Mickey Mouse. And this was all freehand lettering.
Ah.
So we went to Sam Smith, who owned Smith and Son Jewelers, and said, we want to put Kushin's name on the car because of all the work he did on Rainey's car. So he thought for a minute. He says, okay, so where do you want to put it? On the back or the side? So he wanted it on the back. So he had the sign painter, because all freehand, no vinyl letters there. And it says Kushmir and Tuckers. Can you figure out what that says in Yiddish?
Yeah.
Kiss my.
Yeah.
And,
posterior.
yep. And that car. So if you see a picture of the number 3 Rainey Charlene coupe, you only ever see the side or the front. You never see the back. So I ran into a guy at a car show down here, I think, and we were talking. He says, how long you been at? And I said, well, you know, I worked on this. He said, did you work on that Rainey Charlene car? I goes, yeah. He said, I got a picture of it. I said, geez, I wish I could get a picture of the back of it. He said, oh, I got a picture of the back of it. So he sent it to me, and I have it on my phone where,
Is that right?
where it says it. And I looked for years. You know, you go to a racetrack and a guy's selling pictures, and I said, well, I'm looking for the number 3. You get number 3 from every track in the world's got a number 3.
Sure.
And I kept looking for that particular car, and this guy that I ran into sent it to me. So I thought you could see the camaraderie with race people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Everybody's your friend.
Yep.
Whether you're a Chevy guy or a Ford guy, you know, you become friends,
Oh, sure.
Sure.
and you talk about where you go and where you don't go.
Yeah, but if everybody was a car guy, there'd be no wars, no problems. Everybody'd get along.
Yeah,
It'd be lovely.
And you talk about from here to there, Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
I went there with my late brother-in-law, and this guy in a number 1 car. Do you remember the number 1 car?
Was it Bodine?
Oh, it was.
Okay. With
And
the
he-
Armstrong car.
Yeah, and he started in the back, and of course, he won.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And a few months later, my brother-in-law came north, and we went to Riverside Park. And this guy started in the back. Any idea what number that would be?
I bet it would be number 1.
And any idea what he did?
One.
He won.
He was good.
So, and you know, if you remember, he's the guy that brought power steering,
Yeah.
you know, to racing. I've never driven a race car with power steering. I've driven a few here and there, and nobody had power steering.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Bill Kushin, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, good story.
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. Racing's original North Turn is our broadcast headquarters. If you're looking for a good drink, great entertainment, and the best in food, they're right on the beach at Racing's original North Turn. Come on down to dinner tonight. Here are a couple of testimonials. These are actual testimonials from people who have enjoyed the North Turn. Been there many times, always great food and drinks, great location on the beach. And another, what a great experience. It's my new favorite restaurant in the Daytona Beach area, Racing's original North Turn on South Atlantic Avenue. That's A1A in Ponce Inlet, about 3.2 miles south of the Dunlawton Bridge and A1A intersection. It's Racing's original North Turn, a restaurant, museum, bar, gift shop, live music. That's Racing's North Turn. Racing's original North Turn has been voted by you Best Beach Bar Top 10 year after year after year. We're back from where it all began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim.
Hey, hey!
You got one fan out there. Thank you. And we got Rich Combs here, too. And this segment's being brought to you locally by the Daytona Flea and Farmers Market, voted one of the top 5 markets in the country by USA Weekend. Visit our Shop Now network and our Shop Now at Daytona Flea and Farmers Market Facebook page for the latest in vendor tours. And Larry, it's so good to have you back, buddy.
Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Welcome, Bill. Thanks for being here. Enjoy that. Being a General Motors guy, though, I got to tell you that probably that 84 Corvette is the best thing you got in your collection. Just guessing. No, that's pretty impressive, though. 84 Corvette. What color is it?
Black.
Black.
With a red interior.
Very cool, man.
And the thing that's really cool about it is the roof, which comes off, you know, and then
Yep.
it's glass.
Very
Hey,
cool,
no kidding.
man.
It's not a painted roof; it's glass.
Very
And
cool. So that stays like when you're out cruising in the summertime.
you're better off to leave the top on because that smoked glass kind of filters it, you know.
Very cool, man.
But when you look at the car, it looks like it's black.
I want to see that someday.
I got a picture of it.
Okay. Well, maybe you take me for a ride. That's what I'm thinking. No, that's all good. So when you used to run, or you had Stafford Speedway, you owned that for a time.
Well, I didn't own it.
You didn't own it?
Oh no.
No, you just were there a lot.
Well, I sponsored a car there.
Yeah, car owner. What number did you run?
92.
Any reason?
I think the reason Tom Fern, who drove the car, his father was involved with a guy in racing wars named Leo Maddie,
Okay.
who had cars back in the 50s, and his car was number 92. So I think that Tommy wanted to adopt that. Carried over, and he ran that when he ran street stocks, and then he moved up to pro stocks. And just to get a plug in, he's the winningest pro stock driver ever at Stafford.
Really?
Wow, that's really cool.
And he's also the winningest late model driver when Stafford went from pro stock to that.
Late
Holy
models.
cow.
Very
And
cool.
he's won countless number of races. I used to tell him he was a guy that could make the most out of an ill-handling car.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really good, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when you know you got a driver. You know, back in the day, that's what it was.
Yep.
You know, we all never had the best handling cars, but if you had the best driver, you could get the checkers.
Well, he comes in, he tells you what he needs to be done to maybe make it a little bit better. And, you know, it was a big switch to go from bias belted tires to radio tires.
Right, I remember that.
And Stafford keep changing the tire rule. Some are slick, sometimes they go to, you know, some thread on them and stuff. But
So a good driver, though, is going to take the car to the front, even if you have those little hiccups along the way. I know we had some pretty good guys coming out of Michigan that even come down here and won a lot of races, like Ed Howe and some of those guys.
Boy,
but
yeah.
they could drive that thing no matter what. You know, if they have her off a little bit, they can still put her in victory lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty impressive.
Yes.
Well, thanks for being here, Bill.
Hey,
Enjoyed
thank
it.
you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Larry. I really appreciate it, buddy. Yep. Yeah, so did you ever drive yourself?
Well, I tried a few times. The funny story with that, somebody would come over and ask Jerry a question, Jerry Humiston, the thing, and he'd say, Kush will handle that. And so I got to drive a few times, and oh my God, these cars were, you know, when you're only 20 or so and you get an opportunity to jump in a race car, it didn't matter. I mean, you got in there and you just did it.
Yeah.
And at one time, he let me. He had two cars, the 34 and the 44. And the fellow that drove the 34, the late Tom Vining, who was a track champion and stuff, he ran a gas station. He couldn't get there till like 6:30 or so. So one nice day, a day like today, he said, of course, I'd sit there with my helmet that he gave me, you know, Jerry gave me, and he'd say, you know, the hand signal. So I got in and he did two things. The first thing he did was reach in and flop up the rearview mirror.
Oh, really?
He says to me, Kushin, you worry about what's in front of you, not what's behind you. And the last thing he said to it, don't wreck my car with another adjective.
Yeah.
And boy, that car would go good. But my real racing came about with antique racing, which is a big deal now.
Really?
Yeah, I had a good friend there again. He passed away named Dick Chapman. Dick was a racer who went to college and became a school teacher and gave up his gas station, but he always had his hand in let's have something. So he had a Ford sedan that he loved it because it was a flathead. And I drove that one time. He said, take that out. And this is Riverside. And I came back in and I said, gee, Dick, I don't want to wreck your car, but there's something clicking in the steering. And he said, go faster. Okay, he said, don't worry, you're not going to wreck it. So I went out and I went faster. And sure enough, when he went into the turn and turned, that car, when it was faster, the back end would do this.
Really?
So you never had to turn the steering wheel that much.
I'll be darned.
So, you know, it had those joints, the Curtis joints going down. You never get to the point where they were clicking because the rear end was kicking over.
Oh, son of a gun.
So anyway, but he had two cars. The other car he had, you've heard the name Mike Stefanik.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mike Stefanik had an older brother, Bobby Stefanik, that tragically passed away before Mike became famous. Because Bobby was probably as good, if not better, than Mike was.
Really?
Terrific driver at Riverside. And the Garnicki brothers built him a 3-window coupe, number 20. It was bronze with a vinyl top. It was a gorgeous car. I don't know whatever happened to it. But Dick Chapman found a 3-window coupe. And he and another guy that you recognize, to name a guy named Bob Polverari.
Oh, sure.
They built the car. And Bob Polverari did the suspension and everything, and he took it out of Riverside. And I'd say he was within a few tenths of what the modifieds were running.
Really?
Well, I got a chance to go drive this car at quite a few places because Dick liked he liked his Ford Flathead.
Right.
And we had an event race at Riverside with New England Antique Racers. And I started in the back because it was pretty fast. And I have a tape Kenny Meisenheimer did on there.
Ken Meisenheimer, really?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. What a name. Yeah, I remember him.
Who passed away.
Yeah.
His wife, Tanis, is still around. And his son is the guy that mows my grass.
No kidding.
Glenn. But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I came from the back to the front, and I won. And I have a picture of me with a checkered flag. The tires are all slicked up.
Yeah.
And it was on a calendar, and I put one WON and done.
And that was it?
Well, no, because there was another guy named George Ellis, whose son Brian still runs legend cars and stuff. And he couldn't drive anymore because he had hurt his back, and the doctor said, So he had the car all painted up, 44 like the one Jerry Humerson had. And it was a big black Chevy. And we went to Thompson. And Thompson, they had cracks in it like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I went around, I got going a little faster, and finally I went down a back stretch, and I thought I was really hauling the mail, you know. I put my foot on the brake, and I went,
oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, jeez.
And I about had to have an underwear change, I want to tell you that. So I came in, and I said to George, I got no brakes. So he went over, and they took off the front tire, and it was smoking.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. Well, it had the old Buick brakes, you know, with the fins on them.
Oh, yeah.
And
sure.
you could have fried an egg on it.
Oh, really?
And a couple eggs. So we gave it about 20 minutes while we checked everything out, and he went over and touched. Oh, it's good. You can go back out.
Hey, we'll be right back, right after this message, everybody.
Hey!
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. Daytona Flea and Farmers Market is still the one for great savings and the best variety. Whether you need flowers and trees for your home or you're looking for great prices on Daytona Beach souvenirs, the market is the place to go. The market features 1,000 booths, 2 air-conditioned malls, a restaurant, and 9 snack shacks. Hops Grill features gourmet burgers and garden blend salads. Treat yourself to a great variety of brat and hot dog creations at the Doghouse, or enjoy a refreshing drink at the Seltzer Oasis. The market is open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and is 90% undercover, so you can shop rain or shine. There's never a charge for parking or admission. Enjoy our monthly classic car cruise-in on the first Saturday of every month, and garage sale weekend, the third weekend of every month. See all we have to offer at DaytonaFleaMarket.com or like us on Facebook. Discover Daytona's most unique shopping experience, the Daytona Flea and Farmers Market, just a mile west of the Speedway. We're back from where it all began, racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim.
Thank you, everybody. Here with Rich Combs also and Bill Kushin. And this segment's being brought to you locally by Homewood Suites by Hilton. It's going to be a little busy this weekend with the car show.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be really busy.
Yeah. But next week it should be a little easier going. So if you have anybody coming to town, you want to hook them up first class, it's the Homewood Suites by Hilton. Complimentary breakfast, complimentary happy hour. Every room's a suite. Heck of a deal. You know,
I may just go over for breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, good breakfast.
Me, yeah.
We used to have a meeting there every Tuesday,
Okay.
and we got our free breakfast, and it was wonderful.
I could do that.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I wanted to interject on the flathead Fords. I've been studying flathead Fords because of how they were used, and there was just millions of them made, and particularly in military vehicles, trucks, cars, everything. So they were readily available as sort of like a small block Chevy in the 50s. You know, you could find pieces anywhere. But out of the box, a typical flathead would give you about 85 or 90 horsepower. That's what you could get. The guys that were good tuners and they lapped the valves and they did all they could do would maybe get 130 out of them. So it was a big tuning was a big deal to it.
Yep.
But then along came your Corvette buddy, Zora Duntov. He decides he's going to fix the flathead Ford. And so he starts on that, and he builds a whole new head system and intake. Puts out about 230 horsepower. 100 horsepower more than everybody could tune. But they couldn't. Of course, and you see these. They're called Arduns, A-R-D, is for his name. But the heads were a Hemi head on a flathead. That's how he made them. And it had a special intake. Most of them were 3 2-barrels, but 230 horsepower. Now, what if you'd have got your foot into one of those?
Well, you know, the flatheads forever, if you could find a Mercury flathead or a 59 AB. You could really make cars go. And Owen will tell you there was a lot of street rods out there with flatheads in them that just absolutely would kick butt with them.
Well, the Merc was a little bit bigger in cubic inches.
Yeah.
That's why they liked it.
Yep.
And you could find some fish carburetors to put on them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then Olin would be our guy, right?
He would just Bob Fish made those carburetors, and you could do an awful lot with a flathead.
Yeah, you can get Denver heads if you could find them.
Yep.
You know, high compression Denver heads.
Yeah, because of the atmosphere out there and everything. But there are people that my dream car I'd like to have. Everybody's seen that movie American Graffiti.
Yeah.
Yep.
John Milner's yellow coupe.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I would trade a couple of my cars for one of them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, because that's true hot rods and
Yes.
stuff like that, and I mean, it's just, God, there's so many things you can do. Our friend that has East Coast Cruisers,
Oh yeah.
he comes up with some weird combinations on cars that he has, but he's a true old timer for that kind of hot rodding.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you go to a car show, if you got a guy who's got a grocery getter, but he's got some wheels on it or a sound system, it's okay because that's his best hot rod.
That's right.
Sure.
A poor man's hot rod. Or you see these kids with now the thing about lifting the front end up.
Yeah.
I don't know how they see what's in front of them. But I saw a kid last night with a pickup truck with a clear bulbs. You see all the wheels go around. And I always thought that would be a good idea for old people. Well, no, I'm serious. You could put orange so that you could see it.
Yeah.
Or if you had an underage driver, under 18, maybe they had to have green or something. So you could watch out for them and be careful and stuff like that.
That's a pretty good idea.
Well, listen, I had this idea a long time ago to put fluorescent tape on the side of tractor trailers, and I should have got a copyright on it.
Yeah.
They all have it now.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, you could see them from the back, but you couldn't see them from the side.
Yeah, that's right.
But,
There's actually a regulation for putting that stuff on.
Oh, I'm
if
sure.
you've got a trailer,
Uh-huh.
where you put them and how you put them, and the whole deal. So you might be out of compliance if you don't know what you're doing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of trailers, I have to tell you that when we had the two cars at Riverside, we only had one trailer.
Oh, you're kidding.
And it wasn't a closed trailer, it was an open trailer.
Yeah.
Jerry Emerson lived in Hazardville, Connecticut, which is probably 10 miles from the racetrack.
Yeah.
So being a junior guy, we'd load the car up, one of them. I'd drive to Hazardville. Now, this is like 1 o'clock in the morning. Did you ever try and unload a race car without making noise? And the best part was he lived in a race ranch. The driveway went down.
Yep.
So I could turn the trailer and back the car off and roll down the hill and just leave it outside. But then I had to go back and get the other one.
Oh, jeez.
And so everybody's having a beer or this, that, or the other thing. So, and there was no chance to meet girls or nothing back then because I was driving cars around.
So
You weren't interested in that anyway.
Just slightly. And
so you were the grunt, huh?
I was kind of like the youngest guy. I was the low man on the totem pole.
Right.
And, I was the body man, and but we won an award for the car being best looking car.
All right.
And trailer. And I remember one time he went to a Chevrolet deal and bought a brand new Chevy pickup. This is like 1966 or 65, somewhere around. And he says, "Don't touch this," because the old truck I had painted it. So we pulled with an old truck painted and then went to a brand new. But what a pleasure it was to drive a brand new truck.
Oh, I'll bet.
And I think he paid like $1,800 for it.
Holy cow.
I mean, the money was stupid back then.
Jeez.
But
That's something.
But racing brings a lot of people together, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And even nowadays with my guy Tommy Fern, we go to a car show or something. He knows everybody, or everybody wants to be his friend. So I got my little scooter, so I just meet up to him at some point.
Yeah.
But he's really good to me. They take care of me. They feed me. His wife makes the best chocolate chip cookies in the world.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, next to my daughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
But my daughter doesn't.
Point.
My daughter doesn't make anymore because I complained she didn't put enough chocolate chips.
Oh, jeez.
So she said the cookie factory is closed.
Oh man, you don't want to go.
I'm sorry, Deb, but I had to tell the truth.
You don't want to criticize the chef.
No, and I did, and I,
Oh gosh.
never do that again. Maybe the cookie factory will reopen sometime.
Yeah. So tomorrow you're going to be at the track
With my yellow car.
Yeah, for the car show. You're going to be in with the race cars.
No, I'm going to be over. Well, I have 3 invitations. I have a sticker to be with East Coast Cruisers.
Oh, good.
They're at the end of Lake Lloyd Road, way down at the far east end. And about 2 spots over from them is my friend Roger Kane.
Yeah.
He has Port Orange Cruisers. And they have a full contingent, but they never have enough of cars.
Okay.
And then, like, one more down there, the Fairlane Club of America.
Oh, boy.
Where I get to know those guys. And the Fairlane Club of America pays for the spot. And they only have about 10 cars.
I'll be darned.
So they'd love to have me put my yellow car down.
Yeah, boy, that would be sweet. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Mr. Bill Kushin.
Hey.
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. Welcome to Homewood Suites by Hilton in Daytona Beach. You're right in the middle of all the action. Daytona International Speedway, the airport, One Daytona, Florida's newest entertainment and retail destination, and of course, the world's most famous beach. You'll love our newly remodeled 1- and 2-bedroom suites, along with our popular King Studios. You won't need your full kitchen, as Homewood Suites Daytona serves up complimentary breakfast and evening social. It's like home away from home. Go to HomewoodDaytona.com for Homewood Suites by Hilton in Daytona Beach. We're back from where it all began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim.
Whoa!
Thank you. And Rich Combs is here riding shotgun. And this segment's being brought to you locally by Staples on International Speedway Boulevard. Anything for the office, they can fix you up. Literally anything. And also, if you want to take a look at the show, you can catch us on the Legends of Racing radio show YouTube page. And also on the Facebook page. You can go all the way back to our first show almost 8 years ago. It'll be 8 years this month. Hard to believe.
That is.
Yeah, 406 shows we've done so far. So if you want to look, it'll take you a little while, but you'll be able to find the show you're looking for. Hey, you said that you've got a story about Hickory, right?
My good friend Bob Freeman from up in Springfield, and now he lives in Edgewater, and he ran Hickory Speedway for a long time. He took it over from, I think it was Ned Jarrett's sister had it before. And a fellow owned it, and he wanted somebody who had racing experience, and Bob fit the bill. And he did a really great job there for a long time. And he had a bush race there.
Oh, yeah.
On Easter weekend. Can you believe that?
Boy.
No.
and the funny part is, and everybody knows this that follows bush racing and stuff, Hickory Speedway was next door to a cemetery.
Yes.
And when they had a service, everything stopped. Red flag came out, had to shut all the motors off. No noise, no nothing until they conducted the service, and then started it up again.
Yeah.
Well, the funny story about Hickory is that he put a bounty out for anybody that would come there and win the pole for a cup driver, and it was like a $10,000 bounty.
Wow.
Well, he was trying to attract Earnhardt to go there because Earnhardt only lived up the street.
Yeah.
And his kids raced there. Kelly and Dale Jr. raced at Hickory.
Right.
And Kelly was a pretty good driver.
Yes, she was.
And anyway, Dale Jarrett showed up with a push car to run. And I remember the bounty and stuff. And I remember Ken Schrader down in Daytona saying, "Oh, you're in trouble now," for that. But Jarrett got the pole, I believe, but the car conked out somewhere around, so he never quite did the 10,000.
Yeah.
And obviously it must have been an insurance policy from Lloyd to London, like Hole in One is or something.
Yeah.
But Hickory was such a unique thing. Bob tried to run heat races there and stuff, people were not interested in that. They wanted time trials,
Really?
just like the Cup car did.
Huh? Isn't that strange?
And it's a great track to run and stuff. And a lot of people that were running bush cars came out of Hickory.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Dale Jr. had stories about Hickory.
Oh yeah.
But I'm so afraid that a lot of these small tracks, their demise is there because the need for land. You see what they're doing around here. I think if you own a bulldozer, you could earn more money than anything.
Yeah, that's right.
But Riverside Park went away to an amusement park. Down in Connecticut, there was Plainville Stadium, which is gone. And down in New Haven, there was a track there. It's gone. They just all go away. Massachusetts only has one left.
Really?
Seekonk.
Oh my gosh, that's the only track.
That's the only one left in Massachusetts.
And Rhode Island doesn't have a track. There's not one racetrack in Rhode Island.
No. And Connecticut has Stafford, and it has Waterford.
Yeah.
Waterford is back going now.
Oh, that's good.
And of course, you can go to Lime Rock for a different type of racing. And up in New Hampshire, there's Hudson Speedway, Star Speedway, and you can go way up. And the one that, my favorite announcer,
Ken Squire.
Ken Squire, Thunder Road is up that way.
Oh yeah.
But we're running out of racetracks. I know that sounds foolish, but those guys made their living back then. Richie Evans went everywhere. Reggie Roderio will tell you what days they ran. They ran Thompson on Thursday night, Stafford on Friday night, Riverside on Saturday night, and they found a place to go Sunday afternoon.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And they made a living.
Well, they were racers.
There was a racer up there. Do you remember the name Dick Dixon?
Oh, sure. 8-ball.
8-ball.
Yeah.
Dick Dixon had a shop, and I used to stop in there on my way to work. And he tragically lost his life at Thompson, driving somebody else's car. But the funny story about him is he had a Holman and Moody car.
Oh, yes. He sure did.
And he also had a convertible. And they had the big race for late models at Eastern States, and he wanted to drive the convertible. And I think he had a car, a 61 Ford or something, all painted white with 8-ball and stuff. Well, he had my guy Jerry Humiston drive the car. Just drive the car for money. Whatever you won, you won.
Oh.
Well, he won the race.
Did he really? I'll be darned. That's a pretty good deal. That's funny.
And then another year at Eastern States, I think Jim Reed, does that name ring a bell?
Oh, my gosh. Peekskill, New York.
Yeah, he was the national short track champion.
Yeah, for like 5 years in a row.
Right, they wouldn't let him run his car.
Oh, really?
Well, because he was a NASCAR guy.
Yeah, sure.
And my guy Jerry drove his car.
Oh, really?
So, good cars came to good people, and good people got rides with good cars.
There you go.
That's why I told you my guy Tommy Fernie says he's retired, and everybody says, well, he might be retired to the first guy that calls him and says, hey, you want to drive this?
Yeah, really.
So who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this has been a heck of a deal. See, I knew everybody's got a story. I knew you had a story. And we thank you so much for being a part of it today. Bill Cushing, everybody.
Hey, Bill.
Great.
Thank you.
Great stuff. If you're a Yankee, you could really appreciate his story.
Thank you, Bud.
Yeah.
But
Rich, thank you.
I think Bill hit on a real important story that we need to cover.
What's that?
Racetracks going away.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's an economic deal for the driver, for the fans, for the owner of the track, for the neighborhood, for the environment. It's so much it's pushing that. You're on top of it, Bill. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, Stafford is a family-run business up there, and they get a lot of land, and boy, they could sell that in a heartbeat to build houses. But they keep improving the racetrack and doing everything, and people need to come out and support those local racetracks. It doesn't cost that much, and the kids 12 and under get in for free.
Yeah, that's right. It's just something that you can do as a family.
Yeah.
Yes, it really is a family sport. I mean, I see kids with diapers and stuff like that, and it's a tragedy that, right, you're right, Rich, we need to promote. Go to your local track.
That's right.
Your buddy Bob Freeman might be somebody interesting for the show.
Bob is, I'm sure, got a lot of stories because he knows a lot of people, a lot of drivers came to him. And
we'd love to have him.
Yep. Well, we can fix you up with that.
Okay. Well, I figured there's probably a possibility there. Very good. Yeah, well, we thank you for taking time out of your day, and we'll probably see you out there at the car show tomorrow. Yeah. And you going out, Rich?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be right there.
Yeah.
I was listening to him where he's going to be. I want to take a look at all. I'd like for you to be with the Fairlanes. That's where I'd like.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's not far from where lunch. We could do lunch together.
Hey.
Have your people call my people, and we'll do lunch.
And bring money.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget your checkbook.
Yeah.
Or no, you deal in cash, don't you?
Cash. Cash is king. Yeah. Great though.
Well, now, would you sell your Fairlane if somebody came walking up?
Boy, they'd have to have a lot of ching in their pocket.
Yeah.
You know, I just got done doing about $1,500 worth of work, and I've done about everything that I can afford to do.
Is that right?
And but it still looks good, runs good.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could polish it a little bit more, but with a replacement knee, it's like it's not easy, but it runs good, drives good.
Yep, that's it. Well, we thank you, Bill, and next week we have no idea who we're going to have, but it'll be somebody really special, I'll guarantee. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here.
Hey.
The Legends of Racing radio show originates live from the very spot where beach racing began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. Join us next time for the Legends of Racing radio.